Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am glad to be bringing you two reviews today, a 2-in-1. And that is a 2-in-1 for the Masters of the Universe Masterverse lineup. And of course, what am I talking about? They're hitting the stores right now. I just picked mine up last night. And they are the 1987 Masters of the Universe movie He-Man. And of course, the Masters of the Universe 1987 movie Skeletor. Let's talk about it. Yeah, so growing up, I remember the 87 movie, and I remember just watching it and being like, why does this not look like the He-Man from the cartoon shows? Why does this not look like the He-Man from the comics that come with the figures? And just being very confused by the whole thing. He-Man using blasters, shooting people, and, he never was Prince Adam. Matter of fact, the only thing I think I really liked about the whole movie in and of itself was the final battle, because I got to see He-Man and Skeletor on the big screen fighting each other, and it was so cool. But that doesn't mean that I don't love the look of these figures, because they seemingly capture exactly what they look like in that movie, to an extent. And we'll talk about that. I did at one point own the Super 7 versions of both these characters, and they were really cool, but I decided I was getting out of the classics game. They were just, I basically didn't have enough of them, and I wasn't going to spend the aftermarket prices, so I said, nope, we're just going to get rid of what I have, and I just won't have a movie He-Man, movie Skeletor. Until Masterverse. So thank you, Mattel, for bringing the movie He-Man and Skeletor to my life once again. But yeah, I am very excited. I was able to find these at Target. Was able to put them on hold, go by, pick them up, no problems. So if you are looking for them, they are hitting starting right now. If you don't already have them, you should be able to find them in your nearest Target. You should be able to, at least I hope you're able to find them on the Target website or the Target app and just reserved for pickup. But like I said, they're doing resets this week, so more and more toys are going to be coming into the store, so don't give up. They'll be there sooner than later. So enough of that, though. I've got them sitting right over here, and I am dying to open these figures up. So let's get right down to it. Okay, I figured we'd start with our hero, He-Man, of course. And right first impressions, rather, there is a lot of empty space in this box. One could make the argument, is this a $35 figure or $32, whatever it wound up being? And, I could see it either way. It's just a lot of empty space. And the other thing I notice, well, it's twofold. One, I notice there's two heads, and then I notice we have a more classic head. But man, this mug on the figure right now, he has got a very, very long, pronounced jaw. And I realize they probably do that because they can't use Dolph Lundgren's likeness exactly, so they kind of have to take some artistic liberties with the figure to kind of give it to us, but not really. So I get it, and it's not a bad face. It's actually a good face. I look at it and I expect to see something closer to Dolph Lundgren, and I do not see that at all in this face. But it's a cool packaging. Got the Master of the Universe logo, He-Man. Doesn't say movie He-Man. Of course, the 30 points of articulation, the Masterverse logo. And on the back, well, I guess we should look at the side first. I just noticed this. This looks closer to Dolph Lundgren than this does. That chin is very, very flat, and this chin is very pointed. Big differences there. I guess they could take more liberties with the artwork. Of course, I'm sure they hire the artist out like other companies do to make it. So, but anyway, so there's that, and then of course we have the side, He-Man, Heroic Defender of Eternia, and then where it really shines is the back. So we have this very nice artwork, and you can kind of see it's that final movie scene. You can just barely see there's half of it. Now, if you don't already know, we'll show it here in a little bit, but the Skeletor is the other piece of this artwork, and it looks magnificent. So, but we have He-Man, Heroic Defender of Eternia. The evil Skeletor captured Sorceress and claimed Castle Grayskull as his own, and there is only one hero on Eternia who can save her, He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. His quest leads him across time and space to a strange planet called Earth. Even in this new world, He-Man embodies the power of Grayskull and proves he is the true master of the universe. And of course, you got your cross-cell down here, movie Skeletor, Evil Lyn from Revelations, Frosta, Roboto, and Stratos. So, of course, there's He-Man. We'll set him to the side for a moment. And of course, the yin to the yang, Skeletor. And same thing with this. I mean, it's another figure in a package that is got a lot of empty space in it. But, you know, it's cool. First thing I noticed was the Cosmic Key. And we're going to talk about that, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, same type of box. Masters of the Universe Skeletor, Masterverse. Now, the artwork on this one looks very cool as well. And that is terrifying. That is a terrifying picture of Skeletor with the Cosmic Key in his Havoc staff. And yeah, that's cool. And then, of course, like I said, here is the backside of Skeletor's packaging. And of course, we'll read the quick little blurb here. Skeletor, evil tyrant of Eternia. The nefarious sorcerer finally conquered Eternia. He has made the mighty sorceress his prisoner. The secrets of Castle Grayskull were his for the taking, but for one nuisance, He-Man. Though his foe evaded capture using the Cosmic Key, Skeletor hunts him down so he may absorb all the power of the cosmos and declare himself the master of the universe. So, of course, I mentioned it earlier, so we'll put it together now. Hopefully I can get it all in a shot. If not, I will pull my camera back so you can see it all. So here we go. I'll pull the camera back so you can see it. That is pretty good. That is just beautiful. So if you are a mint on card collector, this might be a reason to double up, because that is a pretty cool picture. It'd be really cool if they put it out as a print. But anywho, that's only part of the story. You know me, I am an opener, so I am going to go offline for a moment, take these out of the box, and we will get right back to it. Wow, that took a bit of time to get them both out. They are in those packages. The figures are strapped down at each leg, each arm. He-Man, if you remember from when he was in the package, had his sword above his head. That was strapped in. Both capes are taped down to the package, and there's very little room to give on those little plastic straps. Yeah, it probably took me a good, 5 minutes. I know it doesn't sound long, but like maybe longer. I don't know. 5 to 10 minutes easy to get these guys out of the package each. And they were in there, but yeah, they weren't going anywhere. But man, these are magnificent. These things are hefty. They remind me of the Super 7 figures, just in their stature, their weight, the feel of them in my hand. But here we go. We have He-Man and Skeletor from the 1987 Masters of the Universe movie. And they look great. Here they are standing together. And let's go ahead and just talk first about He-Man. We'll move on to Skeletor. Slide Skeletor over here. So, He-Man looks excellent from head all the way down to toe. And really where this figure shines, I think, almost immediately is the details on the pauldrons, on the chest piece, on the belt, to the knees. I mean, everything is just beautiful looking. The cape has a design on the back. Cloth cape, but it's weighted, sort of. Not really weighted. I guess it's just pinned down, but it feels weighted. Folds excellent. And, of course, underneath you've got where you can put his sword. I'm reluctant to call it a power sword, but it is a sword for sure. And, of course, he's got, like the box says, over 30 points of articulation. This is nervous. This makes me nervous. I could not get this arm to... Ooh, maybe I can finally. Ooh, okay, maybe it warmed up or something. Because I could not get that arm to bend down, and I was very scared that it was going to snap. But, as you can clearly see, it is bending. They don't quite go all the way to his side. This one does, for the most part. This one just is not really... Oh, maybe it does. Okay, I guess it does. It's just very, very, very tight. Last thing I want to do is snap it. Okay, well that's good. So it definitely goes down almost parallel with his side. But yeah, looks very good, of course. We've got He-Man there, and if I stand him up, he's got this kind of wonky lean to the side, but that might just be my table. That might just be the figure. There we go. That looks better. Of course, He-Man comes with a number of accessories, and I think the first one that people notice is that extra head. And this is very much a more classic rendition of He-Man. The hair is a little darker if we compare them side by side. This is just a little lighter, a little blonder. This is more of a dirty blonde, almost brown. I did pop the head off. If you want to see, I can do it real quick. Head pops right off. Ball joint. And what I thought was interesting is once I put this head on, I thought for sure I would like this head more. And then as I look at it, I think I prefer the other one. And I'm asking myself, why do I prefer the other one? And I think it's just because this body isn't the body for this He-Man face. And I think that's what throws me. And I like this face more, but I don't like it on this body. So I find myself going back to the faux Dolph Lundgren head. Now, one thing I'm noticing right now, it's coming through on the camera actually better than it is with the lighting in my room, just without looking through the camera, is there is some, I don't know what this is. If this is paint or if it's like glue, it feels like it's, oh, it is, it's coming off. So whatever that is it's, there, you can see it. I'm not sure what it is, but it is coming off. So I can probably get that to come off with some rubbing alcohol. But yeah, I'm not really sure what that is. But yeah, back to the head. I think I actually prefer this head now that I've swapped them around. So he comes with the alternate head, as we mentioned. He comes with a blaster, which I mentioned earlier was one of those things when I was a kid threw me because He-Man doesn't use blasters. And of course, that blaster can just go right into his hand. I mean, doesn't get much easier than that. Goes right into his hand. He comes with, they're rolling around, but he comes with two different hand knives. Different sizes, different hilts. So there's a smaller one of the two. And then this slightly larger one. It's very nice. And of course, these can go in, the smaller one goes into the boot. He says, hoping not to be a liar. There we go. Goes right in. And then the other one goes up here. Now, when I took it out of the package, it was spun up like that. Now, to me, it seems like it should be down. So I'm going to put it down. And of course, I'm going to put the other knife in. And that fits very well. Looks very good. So we've got the two knives. We've got the pistol. Of course, the pistol can also go in this holster. So let's go ahead and just show that off real quick. And, ooh, there we go. Pretty simple. The reason we need to put that gun in that holster is because we need to take out bring out He-Man's next accessory, his battle sword. I'm very hesitant to call it the power sword, because in the movie, he never really calls down the power per se to turn to from Prince Adam to He-Man. He does say, "I have the power." And I do believe, if I'm remembering correctly, lightning does hit it. But for me, this is not a power sword. It is a beautifully designed sword. But anyway, as I said earlier, you can put it in through here, and you can watch me fail to get this in. Ah, there we go. I mean, that's nice. That is very well designed, and The only problem we have... Oh, nope, there. Wow, that looks great. I thought it was going to get hooked on here and look all silly sticking out, but that actually looks very good. That is very cool. So, here we go. We have got a decked out movie version of He-Man. Of course, I didn't show you. I will real quick. He does come with an extra fist and an extra gripping hand. So I wish it would have came with 2 fists, but that's okay. So, there's He-Man. I'm just going to move him over to the side. And now we are going to move on to Skeletor. And let me tell you, this guy is phenomenal. Again, has that same weight, that same, like, just feels like a premium figure. And I don't know, one of the first things I noticed, and I don't know if it's going to come across on the camera, but they have put into the plastic, oh, you can kind of see it. There are sparkles in the black base paint. And I would say that more natural light would make it look even better, but you can see them in the figure sculpt, and especially in the bicep area. I actually showed my wife, and she was like, ooh, sparkles. But yeah, so here's the body. He's got these very ornate skeletons on his outfit. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, but it looks cool. Looks like a druid or a dwarf, I don't know. Kind of getting Skyrim vibes from that. And then, of course, that face. That face only a mother could love. But man, the gauntlets have very nice detail. And you can see that sparkle in it. Oh, there you can see that sparkle really well. And then all the way down to the boots. Turn him around. He also has... Oh, I thought he had a design on the bottom of the cape. I guess he doesn't. He has this little design, though, that's very cool. And very long hood. These pauldrons are very nice and purple. But yeah, it's a great figure. It's a good Skeletor to add to your collection, in my opinion. And of course, Skeletor comes with his Havoc staff, which I think looks really cool. It's not heavy. It's actually pretty plasticky feeling. And what I mean by that is it's not like some of the more recent ones have felt kind of top heavy, and this does not feel that way. But it's very, very detailed. So that looks really cool, and of course you can just snap that right into his hand. And there you go. And of course he comes with, I didn't do He-Man's earlier, but I'll get Skeletor's extra hands out of the way, which are a Fist of Fury punching hand and an open hand. So essentially they have the same hands, just He-Man's wearing the open hand on his body. Skeletor has this as an accessory. I cannot tell if they are the exact same mold or not. Oh, hello, Skeletor. Let's try this again. I have his feet just a little too far apart, I think. Huh, there we go. As I was saying, I was trying to see if this hand is similar to He-Man's, but they are... I think they're actually different. So, Skeletor comes also with his battle sword. Also has a very cool design on it. Like a skull with bat wings and arms. Very freaky. So he has that. I do not know if he has anywhere to put it, because I don't see anywhere on his body to put it. Do you? So that's kind of a bummer, because I don't have anywhere to put it on him. And you know me, I like my figures to be able to hold on to their weapons outside of their hands. So what I will do is I will just put this quickly in Skeletor's hand. Maybe. The hilt is pretty big. The hilt... So I'm forcing that other hand open. So now we have Skeletor with his battle sword and his Havoc staff. And then, of course, we have the Cosmic Key. I regret to inform you that the cosmic key does not turn, the cosmic key does not open up. It is detailed, but not overly detailed. I like that it has, you can put it in Skeletor's open hand if you wanted and have it hanging off his hand. But, you know, it's a cool accessory to include in it, so I will give it that. But yeah, there's Skeletor once again, Havoc staff in hand, battle sword in hand. And of course, let this be our final battle. And then watch me try to stand them up and see if they actually stand. And they do. So, He-Man, you know what? Let's be fair. Come on, He-Man. Get your act together. Skeletor's standing there, cosmic key in hand, about ready to take over the universe, and you're not even prepped for battle. That is tight. If you can't hear it. There we go. So there. He-Man and Skeletor to face off one final time. So, my question to you is, what do you think about these two figures? Are they worth picking up? Are you going to get one, not get the other? You know, are you more like me and kind of slightly favor Skeletor over He-Man? Or are you diehard good guy and just want He-Man only? Or is it ultimately you've got to have them both? Are you going to pick up two, one keep mint on package to make that cool diorama picture from the back? Or are you just going to pick up one, open it like I am? If you've made it this far, I appreciate it. I love the fact that I get to do these videos and share them with you. So if you wouldn't mind, give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment, tell me some things about the movie you like, about the movie you didn't like, things you remember, things you don't mind about it now as an adult that maybe you did mind as a kid, or vice versa. I'd love to hear from you guys. I try to respond to every comment. But yeah, tell me what you think of this. Otherwise, I will see you guys soon.